I think we're here for real now. Nick Blazer here on commentary with Chris Trencher from
New York City.
From New York City. Chris from New York City. Yeah. We're in Monte Carlo. Yeah, there we go.
Shut up. Okay. It's been real.
We're about to watch a semifinals match from the Open, which is like the warm-up tournament of this Monte Carlo tournament. And I feel like I should have brought my laptop over here to check like the YouTube chat and stuff like that. I feel like I recognize that Raymond Lightboard name, but I don't know where I know it from. I thought maybe like the strategy channel or something like that. Cool. We're gonna have an XG feed for this and everything. Kicking off our streaming for the weekend. I'll get you guys the guy's name on transcription, but we got a professional in there. It's not Hossein this time around, but we got someone. Ryan's promising great PRs, of course.
And he'll deliver.
He doesn't deliver?
No, I said he will deliver.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
All right,
will.
they're off.
Oh, look at that. They knew it was a 4-1 somehow. Okay.
They are off, and
okay. Even though you don't see yourselves, you are on.
All right.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So we
Thanks,
have
Bill.
4-1. Ray comes back with a 3-5, hits, of course, and
1-6, I think, splits.
He'll play it out to the 18, yep.
Got double coverage from the 24 and the 23.
Yep.
5-2 doesn't...
Make the 11.
Yep. So small advantage for Raymond, maybe neutralized by the anchor here. I think the 18's the one to make. Maybe he considered for a second making the 21, but just leaves shots and potential to be primed, things like this.
I wouldn't have, not when Ray's bearing well on the 5-point, and also that Blot is severely misplaced if you anchor up on the 4. This is a much more natural structure.
Yeah, that 2 was a nice little pick-up play. Step up to try to escape, or you can play down for the builder to keep the 11 if you should make the 5 with like a 6-3 or 6-1.
Ryan hits him because he's got nothing better.
Yeah, 4-5.
Go out and,
he could try to run, but no one has a point in the board yet, so why not go for it down in the race? 4-2, he's going to find the distribution deuce this time. No other play.
That's a nice number for Ryan here to make.
Yeah, perfect. Hits in covers. Got a little bit of something going in this game now. Ooh, I don't know what Raymond should do at this. He doesn't really have any safe plays. The race is getting closer.
He's got to come out. He'd rather be hit on the ball.
Oh, look at this. XG likes to hit on the ace to prevent attacks and building. It just feels so strange to step into all these shot levers when you're outboarded and everything. Is the 3 up or down here? I guess maybe more building potential is a little more valuable here. Yeah, no rush to get the 24 going.
Your game is containing that checker.
5-4. Fails to hit anything again. I think he's going to really... yeah,
that's better than...
That's his best play, but okay, he comes out instead. Interesting. I considered the tempo looks very valuable there. I hate letting him play his role again. Ooh, we're hitting for sure.
I'm making the 9-point, I think. I'm not too worried about leaving a Blot on the midpoint because its midpoint is stripped, and
yeah, I like that idea.
Takes away the 5-4, and Ray comes with a number like 2-1 or 4-1 here. Coming in and hitting and splitting those two guys is not exciting.
The lift looks way too early to play to dilly a builder so early. Yeah.
There's no reason to dilly if you have a viable alternative, just making the 9. Yeah.
Making the 9 is nice for just having more builders in the zone too, but Raymond performs well and hits back on the bar. And Ryan's still looking pretty strong in this position, and he's just going to keep hitting away if he gets the chance. Yep. But the Blitz got slowed down a little bit there with the hit on the bar. 1-3. What can this do? Is it just going to step up and make another bid to escape? We have to hit for tempo. Ooh, they have the blunder settings set real high on here. This guy's laptop. Okay. He steps up. I think that seems like a normal play to me too, but the tempo is better, apparently. I guess, yeah, this just gives your opponent too many rolls. I can kind of see that. 2-1. I want to link the 9 and the 7, I guess. Oh, we can make the... I didn't even think of making the 5-point. That's nice. The hit and lift, again, it's just a little too early to be Yeah, so like the main advantage that Ryan has right now in this position is anchor and a better board, and he's still well down in the race. So it's quite nice to just make plays that continue to build on that. When Raymond hits with the 5 to escape with tempo, I think he's still going to leave a lot of returns most of the time. Yeah, so finds the most productive play.
I think I would have hit and made his original play.
And lifted, huh?
Yeah,
Interesting.
So just because it's so easy for White to escape here, but he doesn't fully escape. He does escape. Sorry.
Yeah, but he still has really good contact, right? It's going to be some time to bring this home for White.
Yeah, so now he'll just play 5 in and 3 down.
Yeah. So Ryan's just going to be building his board, waiting to get a shot. Raymond should be lucky enough to make the 5 point, maybe the 4 point. He could have a racing kind of cube here. 6-5 is not a good shot. What is the best we can do with it? It looks like the 6 is going to the deuce no matter what. And then what 5 do we have to play with it? Maybe 11-6 to reduce shots?
Well, least shots is 8-2, 11-6.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, I guess.
I struggle to make a case for anything else. I guess like the midpoint just looks like way too many shots. I can't give up the 6s to play 13-2 here, right? And everything else is just going to put 2 checkers in board.
Yeah.
It's an ugly play. It's a hard one to make, but sometimes that's all you've got. We'll see if he finds something more pure than that first. Yeah, and so instead he tries to go for something for the tempo hit. Don't fault that. Doesn't feel like backgammon to make that 8-2, 11-6 kind of play. This is interesting. Ryan with the double shot from the bar. Is this enough to send a cube? I guess when he hits and covers, he's going to lose his market. If he hits with a fan, he's going to lose his market. He's probably doing a little too poorly when he misses, though. I don't know. It seems early to me, but he's going to think about it. If he just enters high, Raymond's pretty happy with his play, and he finally has a decent racing game.
If he misses and Ray is able to make his 5 or 4 point, you can wind up in a situation where White's got a lot of time here to wait. And he's got no race equity, so
yeah,
it's pretty bad when he misses here.
I'm going to see if I can get the YouTube up here. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to have a hard time hearing you, though, Chris, where you are. Oh, the 6s fan. That is a huge swing. Ryan's very happy to not have cubed after that. What is this? Looks like it's going to cover the... Well, it can cover the deuce or the ace. I guess why not the deuce? Because you get this nice distribution 3 with it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 3-2 makes a second anchor, and Ryan's still looking like he's got good contact in this game. That's a decent entry, for sure.
Nice shot for Ray.
Yep, finally made one of those points that we talked about, but against the 22, I feel like he's going to have to fill in the 5 now to have anything. And will Ryan have time to keep both these anchors?
This is going to be more about Ryan's timing than whether Ray makes the 5 point. Obviously, his position gets stronger if he makes the 5 point, but the question is whether Ryan's going to be able to hold the bar as long as he wants to.
Yeah. Ooh, I got the YouTube chat up here. I just have to mute it somehow. Perfect. We got some people watching. No one said anything about not being able to hear you, so you're cool.
Okay.
Someone's asking if the guy from Jethro Tull is playing the tournament. I don't know what that means.
Ryan finds the right play there.
Yeah, he was thinking about coming off his anchor, huh? That feels premature. I do agree that he's going to have trouble hanging it for too long.
Is that the best play, or should he? Yeah, no, that was correct. Okay.
Covering the ace makes some sense if you get attacking chances, yeah, but you'd really like to have the builder for the 5. Imagine you're 6-5, so we're going to sit on both anchors. We slot both points. That looks reasonable to me. I'd have trouble not making this 8-2-6-1 play. But I guess, okay, look at this. Ryan's finding a very strong play and giving up his weakest point of contact to avoid being in a worse position next roll.
Well, I guess the advantage that he has from the 22 point is that he has contact both with Ray's 11 and 13. So Ray's got 2 difficult points to clear.
Yeah.
So Ryan, rather than getting stuck with 2 anchors and getting forced off of things at an awkward time, figures that he's got a chance to roll a 4 to come out before Ray advances and poses any threat to him.
What's that? Good. I made my play. It's your turn. Huh?
Yeah, what goes wrong after you play 8-2 and 6-1 though? You just maybe crack too often on the next roll?
Yeah, I think, or maybe you just don't roll a
Ooh.
number that springs it nicely like 6-5. And if you wind up having to leave that guy in the outfield, then you give Ray a few jokers to hit and cover.
Yeah, okay,
6-5 is a nice number. So
yeah. 3-1 was Raymond's trying to bring the safe race home, but it's a little too destructive against all this contact.
Makes it now.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Now if Ryan fans, he's got a chance to make some big progress to come home.
Yeah.
I still would not double this, but... Oh, it's a double. Okay. All right, he should
4-1.
He should get off the midpoint now and play 13-8.
Yep, it's that or 11-6, and that reduces contact the most for the race. Yeah.
Clear your most awkward point and leave
Yeah.
even numbers.
Yep. What do we have? 3-2. And this is looking like a cube again. A little early on that one, it looks
Great
like.
shot. Brings the builder into the 6.
Yeah. That one I was thinking we just have safe rolls like this, where then all we have left to clear is the 11. Is Ryan still going to take with just contact with the 11? I guess with the dead checker on the ace, maybe. Yeah. These are tricky. Oh, someone's asking. This is the semifinals of the Monte Carlo Open, which is the warm-up tournament. So you haven't missed the rest of the World Championship or anything like that. That doesn't start till tomorrow, I think it is, or the day after. I don't know. I'm bad at the schedule. I'll have more details later. Okay,
Alrighty.
he finds this nice racing
Ray finds
double.
a double.
Pretty good job from him. But yeah, we started this open tournament, the warm-up, yesterday. I have played 5 rounds and I'm out of it now. I just finished up before this match. I believe, are you out of it too, Chris?
I am.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's why they schedule lots of events so you can start another one.
Yeah, and with this perfect 5-point board, I mean, Ryan's crushed in the race, but the contact looks pretty good here, and he does find that take. Well done, well done. Oh, cool. This is better. Yeah, yeah. All right. Here the gear. Maybe I'll have to shift this a little. We'll see.
All right. So Ray's got to play safe here, but he's not going to have many safe numbers next time.
Ooh, can I make this taller?
Ryan ideally wants to roll something relatively small here.
Ah,
that.
ah. 4-1 keeps his position. Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about coming up. He needs to stay back for the contact now, yeah.
There is a shot.
Yeah, the first one, which I guess we go from the... I would have thought about the 11 was my first instinct just because it takes a stab at clearing contact. But we should reduce shots instead and clear the 8.
A lot of extra shots. We got,
Very interesting.
We got a 2-2, 3-1, and 6-2. So it's 16 versus 11.
Oh, they need you closer to the mic, Chris.
It's 16 versus 11. And if Ryan misses this time with a 6 or a 5, he can no longer hold his entire structure.
That's a good point, yeah. So we
So-
might make it easier on him anyway.
So, I mean, if Ryan had more timing, if those 2 spares were in the outfield, I think I would play 11-4. But because Ryan can hold his entire structure, we're justified in playing for minimum shots right now.
Yeah.
Because if we survive this, Ryan's going to... If Ryan misses here, any miss gives him a less good structure for containment.
That's a good find. I have trouble with that. Where's the 5 coming from? Geez, these are hard. There's a lot of options. Can we afford to play the biggest play? That's the first question. I feel like maybe we have to. How else are we going to win this game? I don't feel like we're going to lose a gammon. Yeah, this is the play I find, I think, is 18, 13, and then any ace. The ace looks like it must be 12 then. Is there any sense in... There's no duplication on 3s or anything? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going for maximum.
Why don't you, 3? Can somebody 3... Oh, we're not controlling the rollout, right?
They're right in the room there, but maybe you could plus
Very,
with
very
yours.
interesting. The last 2.
Yeah.
two totally different plays conceptually are right or equal.
They're super close. Yeah. Well, you can see I mean, they have somewhat clear upside and downside to each. Ooh, what is the...
He's going to just play safe.
Yeah?
Yep. He's going to play safe, and Ryan's either going to leave the blot on the 22 there, and Ray will have another chance to roll a 4 next time when he won't have a blot in his board, or Ryan's going to move it, and then there's no direct contact.
Yeah.
So...
I was looking through all my, like, hit iterations first. I mean, we could...
There's just no reason to leave the shot, because he gives himself a chance to roll a 4 or a joker like double 1s or double 3s or double 5s.
Sure,
again.
but you're assuming the 11 to 7. I mean, there's other weird things like 6-3, 6-5, or 5-2, 4-3.
I think he gives himself another chance to roll a 4.
Yeah.
I mean, he should not volunteer a shot here. Well, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Is there any... There's ace duplication if he plays 18 to 15. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I think you just want more contact and more bad numbers for clearing. Yeah. And so I guess just like 12 to 8 is fine. I don't see anything unless we're playing to the ace for some reason. He's going to go for the duplication idea.
Very, very close.
Are they very close?
Yeah.
18 to 15 was on the radar. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Now
it did.
Now it's about the same number of shots, but he's got to play 1 blot just to keep the gammon risk down.
Yeah. Very interesting game so far. So 8s and 1s to hit. He misses. He's still staying back. 5 in for a round, so just 15 to 6 probably.
Now you don't want to leave the blot 1 away, because if Ray rolls a number like 1-1, 2, 1-1 would point, but 2-1, 3-1, you know, Ryan will get another fly shot.
Yeah.
Another good shot by Ray.
Okay, getting a checker off, I presume.
I would take it off here and stall.
Yeah, might leave a couple numbers where you can point on head. It's not... You're still going to have shot levers, a lot of them, after you clear the 6 to start, so...
Yeah, Ryan rolled a big number, which isn't good for him, so he may degrade his structure next roll.
Oh, but Raymond throws the shot lever.
Shot number 4.
Last chance this game, maybe.
And he still can't hit it. All right, it's just time for Ryan to go. And
yeah, you can't stay and break your board.
No.
Right? Once you do that, you're not really winning anyway. If you do get another shot, it's hard to get another shot here, so he can just save it again.
Right.
Oh, wow. 42. Yeah, I always just give up on those too. I guess the games are the limit.
No shot levers except for double 3s. I don't.
No, you have to stay 2 rolls, so that's a surprise to me, but... Oh, cool. We got a viewer in South Africa. And off the gammon. He's thinking about how to do it best? What is this? Oh, he's waiting for the transcriber. But he's on the clock. No, so he's not.
6-1, I play like this, right?
What?
There was some conversation there that didn't make any sense to us. Why he's thinking here?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Horseplay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, he didn't get the 2-1 before it. That's what's going on. The transcriber's catching up. Somehow he got a roll off. Oh, yeah. 2-1 and then 6-1 for Ryan. And Raymond should not have a 2-2 yet?
2-2.
No idea what they're discussing.
You're caught up?
I think they got mixed up. I'd have to look at the replay to see exactly what's going
Makes
on.
no difference. The outcome of this game is that Ray wins a single game regardless.
Yeah, but the transcription's slightly off on this one now.
Maybe slightly off, but the outcome is the same.
Or he got it right. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like the transcriber maybe just missed a roll somehow.
Game is over. Ryan can't do it. I don't know what they're playing for.
Yeah. All right, 2-point start for Raymond. Both of them playing pretty solid so far.
He walked the high wire on that one.
Yeah.
He walked the high wire on that one, and
and missed some difficult cubes in that one.
Ryan had some tough plays that he played very well.
This new board is looking really nice too. I think this is some new iteration that Galaxy's making. I think their ads probably talked about it. I forget what it's called. I have to find all this out. Oh, Raymond's a 2-down kind of guy. Okay. I like seeing stuff like this. Small inaccuracy when you're like trailing, you start to do things like that by enough or need gammons and...
Amazing. You or I are old enough to remember when people used to make that play all the time.
I'm not like technically old enough to remember. I just kind of know.
Right,
Actually, you know how I know?
I didn't mean to dump you into the 50-something group.
Whenever I play against players like Raymond, they make that play. So that's how I figured out that that's what they used to do.
Ryan's going to come up and bring 2 down, and he's going to have a good double next roll in a lot of variations.
Yeah, 7's hit. Kind of neutralized the game, but...
Yeah, this is going to be a double to pass.
Uh,
Ray's going to have to put a 4 down and bury a checker with a 5. This is a
interesting.
double and a pass.
Yeah. This is the problem with the 2-down play. You don't get your back checkers moving at all, and you end up in this sort of priming game where you're ahead in the pips, and it's all kinds of problems.
If he rolled just about anything that's split, would have given him a take.
Yeah, well, 4
Ryan,
too.
And Ryan did roll the double once, so I'm not that we're playing results,
Yeah.
but I don't think the opening play is what cost him. I think Ryan just had the dice this game. But this is a clear double and a clear pass.
I think I don't find myself in these kinds of like primed anchor games very often because I split more, you know? I guess that's kind of what I'm pointing to. I do think it leads to more games like this. And I think this is maybe not the easiest pass to find either. It feels like there's still work to be done, and I'm sure Raymond could talk himself into being able to split.
He's got about 8 numbers to make the 4.
He lets it
bunch
go.
of other numbers
Well
to make
found.
the 8 point, and
Yeah.
got no forward game. I mean, there's not really a lot of work to be done.
Only a 2-point board. Hasn't escaped off the anchor yet. But it's going to be tough for Raymond to split against 10 in the zone, 11 coming. 5-1, okay. Ryan starts with the split. Ooh, I've seen a lot of these this weekend. This just plays to the deuce, I think. But 6-5 after your opponent makes the bar point is never very good. All right, Raymond hits it.
I'd hit, and I think I'd bring the deuce down. He's entitled to play offense here.
Interesting. I probably would just continue just to keep my position moving. I'm not sure. The builder is less good. It's not making the bar point anymore, and it doesn't build on the 5 point all that well. Only like 6-1 that you're really excited to make it with.
Yeah, but it gives you like 3-1.
Ryan
and 4-2
anchors,
type
okay.
numbers.
Yeah. 5-4. Yeah, it's interesting.
All right.
Okay, you should just
Ryan
run.
is gonna.
This is pretty stripped already for Raymond
Yeah.
again, too.
Yeah.
So that's why you needed to look at just running last position. 3-1, okay,
Gets
he's surviving for now. 4 prime in front of 3 checkers is nice, but again, he just has no room in the position. He needs to do something with the back checkers here.
Ryan bring the 3 up and the 2 down.
Is the race close enough where we really need to do that to get it moving? The 2 down looks... Yeah, I don't see another 3, seems like the problem. The 2 for containment's pretty nice. 5-1. I think we're just mandatory out to the bar, and then 6 to 5.
I didn't want to
sure.
play another 3, and if he
Yeah.
rolls
Yeah, that 8-7-6-5 prime is pretty strong. You got to be careful around it. Yeah, and for that reason, I'm tempted to play 8-7 with this. Is this too stiff? Or do we need to do some counter building of our own?
I think this is too big. I would play 8-7 with the last one because if Ray hits a fly shot here, he's just going to cash this game too often. Ryan's not going to be able to recover from it. Here
Yeah.
you've got your small numbers working on the 4 and the 3, and your large numbers. You brought the runner up to the 21 point. I like this play.
Yeah, I think this is kind of how I feel about it too.
This is too big for me.
It's hard.
Ryan's just not coming back from Ray hitting a shot off the roof here, and he's got 7 numbers to do it.
Let's see. I don't know if it showed up as an error on there or not. We didn't see it on the transcription for some reason. Okay. In this variation, it plays a little nicer.
A little nicer.
A little nicer. And look at this. He's supposed to cube this. I would not have found this either. I also don't know how to play this. Maybe out and 8-7 now? Yeah, out is just, I'm going to end up making this as part of it almost every time. I'm surprised by this. Making the 4 prime looks very nice, 13 to 8, but I hate giving up the midpoint here and maybe having a 4th back and still a 3rd back, not escaping a checkers. So I understand Ryan's mistake there for sure. Yeah.
So Ray's got double 4s. He's going to make the 9 point. Then the question is, what do you do with the rest of this? Do you bury the 2 guys and hold the 5 prime, or do you just make the 3 point?
Bury the 2 guys. Well, he's going to have a checker in the air, so it feels like...
Guess you have to make the 3 point, burying the 2 guys. I mean, playing 6-2-5-1 at the back end. It just feels wrong, even though you make the 5 prime. I guess I'd make the 3.
Yeah, I'm with you there. He's gonna... Oh, he finds a safe-ish play. Okay. Well, look at this. You can just hit cover and make 2 points, duh.
Oh, that's right.
I don't even think of that, yeah.
That's that one.
Okay, Ryan has a nice shot from the bar. Makes the 4 prime, and Ray's gonna be in some trouble if he can't get the back checkers moving. This is a pretty good roll to do that with, though. I guess we just step up to the front and clean up, right? He does not. Okay.
Oh, no,
Ray is not a splitter. I've learned it. Yeah, I think 24 to 22, 9 to 8 is my play as well. I know that I just need to get out here, but he's afraid of being attacked on the edge of the prime. So he's going to stay back and not give Ryan an option to hit on the 3, which he would have done here. So he avoided that. Yeah, I like this. Ryan's just going to get moving, and 10 to 6 builds on that point now and makes it even more threatening to step up. And Raymond's in a lot of pressure to roll that 6 out. He's gonna anchor now instead of setting up this. I'm still maybe thinking about, yeah, okay, I guess so. This plays nice now that he's got 10 in the zone. And is Ryan gonna find a cube here with all the flexibility and Raymond stuck behind a partial prime?
I would find this. This one I would find easily, because if Ray doesn't roll 6 in the next 2 rolls, this game's going to fall completely apart. And
Yeah.
even if he does, Ryan's got control of the outfield.
Yeah.
This is too big. Why not just go 21-14? Just pay to the double 6s. I don't want to pay to 6-4 and 6-5 in addition to 6.
Yeah, you give a bunch of winners that you don't need to give. That's a good point. You're not really building in the outfield all that much better.
6 anyway. So this gives you enough coverage without giving up a bunch of extra numbers to lose on.
4-1. This looks like it's... Oh, yeah, we can just make the ace point. Okay, I like that. Keeps flexibility. This was my first...
He's got to make the ace point here. I know playing 7-3-2-1 makes no sense, because Ray's gonna have difficulty in this game and run out of timing unless he hits a lucky fly shot off the 23 anchor, and the last thing you want is 2 blots on your board after you do that.
Yeah, that's a very good point, that we're thinking about hitting fly shots very soon.
Well, how else is he going to win this game?
Yeah, so what he's decided is that this is 4, and he's trying to think about splitting if it's gotten urgent enough, but yeah. These are blots on the board. Ryan's shipping the cube. And on the break-even take-pass side, Raymond's just going to choose the take. Okay, I was kind of wondering about that. Extends to a 5 prime. That's a nice shot for Ryan.
I would have passed that.
Yeah.
I was surprised that it was
super close.
Surprised it was close.
And what do you think? Is he going to be enough of a hero to run off this now? Otherwise, it's breaking the 8. It's hard to see how you're going to win if you don't go for it at some point.
Well, what other play? Oh, you're going to come out all the way.
Yeah. That must win most, right? You just take a chance at running. And he's going to go for the safe play that loses less gammons. Quite reasonable as well. I think that was XG's favorite at the score, but those are tough to choose from. 13-10, 13-7 on this one. I'm not sure. I was actually just thinking from the back and coming in, and I'm attacking well, still blocking at 6-5. It feels strange to volunteer a new shot.
I would probably just play 13-4 here.
Yeah, we have 2 new blots and board, though. So I see the merit of that. Well, the 13-4 is kind of deep. I'm not sure why we want to play 7-4, you know?
Builder bearing on him when he goes. Now we have only 5s.
My instinct was just 14-5, but I missed the tactical opportunities of the blots back there. 6-1 just cleans up into the board again, okay. So I guess Raymond's game plan is just to roll double 6s. Look at this. Builds in 6 prime. Very nice. That was part of the merit of the 13-10, 13-7 play, I guess, is that we had opportunities to make it. Yeah, he's got to decide if he actually wants him to come out on a 6 or not. Maybe he does. 6-2, 5-3, yeah. should be... I guess there's some gammons in this game, too. When you have no timing on the deuce point, it's very likely that Raymond will get pulled off that anchor at some point with no board. And
Yeah, but it's premature. He's got to let...
Right, I'm not saying now, but it tends to like move to that position.
He's got to
Yeah.
let Ray break down to
Yeah.
more than 3 points.
And we can see the gammons are all the way up to about 20% in this position. Where if it's like a well-timed deuce point game, I think it's a little less than that.
Yeah, I think Ryan's got the time to let Ray break down
Yeah.
more, so he's got to play 2 to the ace point. That's the only safe play.
Yeah. Hitting or volunteering doesn't
yeah,
seem
it's
like a thing. All right.
Ryan wants to get that spare off the 5 point into the board, so they'll have that builder there for when he breaks the 7 or 8.
Yep, that's a great spot for it.
Yep. Okay.
Raymond keeps
Now, if he
crashing safely.
Rolls a number that's.
And the question is always, how big do we want to trap? And being on the 13 is great for a trap play too. I like that. So he doesn't want to.
One more point. And now Ray's so weak that Ryan can actually leave a 5 or a 6 shot and get hit there.
Yes.
So what he could do is he can play, if he wants, he can play 7-1 and then look at the 3.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure
like
why
this
that
play
leaves
though.
the
The 7-4 is a very nice builder and still lets him out on 5s. Double 5s is a problem, but it's going for it here. This is awkward.
Yeah.
So he was done thinking about. He could have like made the bar point, I guess. That seems probably an overplay there. 5-6. Okay. There we go.
For Ray, it's not 5-1.
Yeah. It's the problem when you don't have the checker on the midpoint anymore, is that you can't pick up this checker when he runs. So when we go for this, I guess we need to keep the 8 point here. Feels a little too big to not play 6-5, yeah. But when he does close out, oh, he's going to lift instead. Okay.
Yeah, well, no.
I think getting hit with the deuce is not so bad there. It might actually help you win some gammon some of the time. Ooh, okay. Getting punished for that too. A little early for that. But yeah, if he did close that checker out, it's only 10 pips outside, which is a little over like 15% gammon or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting awkward. Fortunately, Raymond's board can't punish it, so he should still win this game just fine. But it's going to be very tough to win a gammon with such an awkward distribution too. Yeah. So that's pretty much gone.
Like, oh, well, maybe he will.
Okay.
So now 1 comes off, and the question is, do you play 6-5 with the last one or just take 2 off?
Yeah. Maybe we just rip here. Again, like, it's just not so bad if you get hit. And maybe you can win some gammons.
You're probably easily paying for the losses with the gammons here on a 2-to-1 ratio, so.
Yeah. It's awful close, though. When you're not playing for almost any gammons, it's, hard to make plays like that. Okay, just entering and cleaning up some pips outside is going to help Raymond reduce the gammons that he loses, so pretty nice for him. Ryan finds a shot lever immediately, but takes 2 checkers off. No dice on checker in this tournament. No legal moves either, which I actually don't know what that means on the stream games, but presumably the transcriber can still pause them and correct them, but I don't know. All right. 2 points for Ryan, barring any sort of miracle here. I don't even know if that's a step 1 of miracle. No, hasn't gained a roll yet.
I don't even think he's within a miracle. Yeah, Ryan's off in 3 rolls, and
Yeah.
Ray has
Yeah,
13 checkers, so that's all she wrote.
Awesome. Well, I got to catch up with the chat here. I haven't looked in a while. Nice.
Maybe that they can't hear me.
No one else is saying that anymore, I think. Earlier, someone told you to get closer to the mic. Maybe they gave up on you. Who knows?
Hope not.
Yeah, we got a lot of people watching, though. This is awesome. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
All right.
Oh, we got
Ryan starts with
someone calling Raymond dad. Okay.
Right.
Raymond's daughter is checking it out. Wishing him luck. That's cool.
All right. Okay, Ryan will hit.
Yep, with the better board.
Nice shot for Ray.
The turn is good.
I think I'd bring the 2 up from the back. Bring
Yeah.
another blot into the outer board is
I'm not inclined to
it's
get.
just too much risk when you're outboarded.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want a fourth blot to
Also,
deal with
Ryan
right
comes
now.
in with a 2. You know, where we've got a double shot to either hit on the 4 or anchor on the 3.
This is a really awkward entering hit if we go for it. I think maybe just like the theme of the position, outboarded with more checkers back, all these things we have to.
3 and split the ace, but
Yeah, this is a hard play. Putting the third checker on the 24 is hard.
Under aggressive in these types of situations.
I think I'd probably.
This is what I would do.
Yeah. I think I like that play as well. It looks like XG has a slight preference.
A lot of his aces,
close.
some of his aces make the 5 points. So if he uses an ace to anchor on our 21 instead of making the 5 point, we're not that unhappy.
That's fair. Yeah. 6 3 points on head though. Great shot from Raymond, turning this around. 2-6. I guess just
Ryan's
gonna
gotta
split
come out
the
with
bar.
6 in the back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Again, we got that nice double coverage.
There's no choice here. Doesn't want to.
Yeah. 6-2. Slightly outboarded.
There is merit in just running 21-13 here because
I think that's the first play I looked at. It emphasizes our favorite game plan here. And this leaves so many shots from the bar.
There's a ton of shots when Ray is not outboarded but outstructured a little bit.
And now the 23 point is actually kind of a nice anchor against this structure for Ryan. Definitely not sad to make that.
This is a bad entry.
Yeah.
Because
doesn't want to be this far ahead in the race.
I guess I'd hit with the 5. Stacking another one of the 6 isn't going to do anything. I mean, hitting with the 5 at least gives you those 4 fading numbers. Plus 2 6 and 4 6 are bad. So
interesting. Yeah, I would probably find Raymond's play here and just stack up.
I'd hit on the ace point. It gives him a few bad 6s.
Yeah.
And that has more for it than playing 11-6.
Yeah. Fair. 3 blots and stuff. I guess we have a blot on board. We can go for it. He finds that. That's nice. That's a good play. But yeah, Raymond with this much of a race lead doesn't want to have the 22 point, so that's pretty bad. Okay, 1-5 is great.
Over if Ray doesn't hit the blot on the 4.
Or they're pausing while he catches up. Okay. So 2-1's going to enter 2. And is this a... Okay, Ryan just rolls on. Doesn't even think about it. Yeah. Not quite a cube either. So which do we do here? I mean, he does still have 3 checkers back. He's playing against an anchor. Seems a little bit big.
I want to make the 4 point. I think I'd hit and cover.
This is pretty nice though. Makes an anchor and a board point, and does he really want to hit with 5s? Yeah.
I'm making the 4 point. The question's a 6.
Really? I guess the play that I looked at right away was the hit from the 18 and then come around.
Come around, I guess. I mean, you can do that.
None of them are perfect. It's tough. So what's your 6 after you make the 4 point? You want to hit on the deuce? Like that?
This is my favorite play. If I didn't do this, then I would play 18-14.
It feels so overrun. You hate having nothing in the outfield against that anchor and everything, but okay. I see.
Ryan's PR just went up a ton, so I guess this was wrong.
Okay. This is hitting somehow again.
I think he should hit from the front and make the 11. 20, hit with a 5, and then continue that guy out.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Okay, I was thinking about the 17 as a nice play, too.
Making that point's not bad, but
yeah.
I'd like to have the 11 point here.
Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, you are against the best 3-point board, but Ryan only has 7 in the zone. So having an anchor isn't so important here.
Yeah,
not quite yet.
Ryan's edge is very static here, okay? I mean, even if Ryan now, what's he going to do? Yeah, he's not.
Gets checkers moving, okay. Slight lead in the race.
Ryan's got a strong position, but it's very disconnected, and he's not going to have a lot of sequences to improve in the next few rolls.
Yeah, he needs to bring some checkers around to have some real threat. And Raymond improves his board. That's pretty huge for him. What can he do with this? It feels like all we have going for us is the purity of our structure, so I really hate having to switch. I'm not sure I would find this. I think I'd probably make the 11 and figure out what else I'm going to do with it. Where is my last deuce? Can I volunteer against the 3-point board? Probably not.
It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not.
No.
You're not dillying it.
Yeah, and I feel like the checker on the 18 is still pretty active, so I don't need to play 18 to 16 necessarily. Yeah, the switch just, there's not enough ammunition there.
It's too hard to rebuild it.
Oh, he gets a fan out of it, though. A good sequence. And double 3s. Wow, these are confusing games they're playing. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this either. Making the bar point would be nice if it didn't leave 2 blots in the outfield. But they all kill a point, or there's... Maybe I just make the bar point. They don't look like that strong of hits in the outfield. And it's nice against those 2 checkers. The switch to a blitzing play with 4 backs seems a little rich to me. Yeah.
I don't want to blitz because even though he's now got the checkers in the zone, if he commits to the blitz, it's only going to take Ray 1 hit to shut it down with his board.
You're really happy to have the 7 after he enters on the 24, the 23, but okay.
I hate this.
He just feels like he doesn't want to leave all the shots in the outfield. A little too nervous about that. Yeah, after he makes the 23, our position's a little dead.
Make the bar.
Yeah.
Or maybe bring 3 down, 13-10 and come up, but I would not have committed to the blitz like this.
This I would automatically make the 4 like this. Interesting, I didn't see the second play. Just get the back checkers moving. Okay, reasonable. Yeah, I still...
Yeah, but now he's converted a two-way attacking priming structure into a blitz structure in which your opponent's anchored, okay? And there's not much edge anymore.
Man, why the 8 point here? I kind of want to get a back checker moving. I would like to make the 11 to help me make the 5, but I guess he's thinking it's going to help prime that 23 point anchor. Now Raymond enters with a good hit, and Ryan under a lot of pressure again.
He's just got to move the 3 of them up.
Yeah, all 3, 18 to 16.
Albeit now Ray's got some numbers to make his bar point that will be very, very strong with Ryan
just that one entering hit really is like equalize this game too. I'm not sure who's winning anymore. They have almost equivalent positions, except Ryan's got 2 checkers dead behind his anchor. What is the 5-3 going to do? It could link up with the 12 point. It can advance the anchor. This...
Yeah, it's either...
Yeah, why not get unprimed? I like this.
2012, but I think...
okay, he's going to find that
I
one.
would have made the other play.
Yeah. 4-1. Sure. Let's get a look at the 5 point there. Ryan's position is still very stiff. He's going to need some fairly perfect rolls to come around and turn this into a win. Got to try it. I guess can't do anything crazy like 16 to 15. No help. Okay, enters and hits. We got to go for it. I mean, we're only slightly outboarded. And
yeah, I would hit for sure. The twos and the 5s are very well duplicated, so
we're leaving shots and blots anyway too.
Any roll that Ryan rolls with a 6 or a 4 or an ace misses. Oh, not an ace. Any roll with a 6 or a 4 misses, other than 1-6.
Very big upside when he's Mr. when he fans as well too, of course. So so this can work, and he still has the 23 point anchor when he gets hit, so he can even make a second anchor.
Yeah, Ryan's clearly losing this game if he doesn't hit here.
Yeah. And he misses. Okay, he gets to clean up the blot.
Yeah, but now Ray can make the bar and then play with that extra checker, and the timing clearly favors him.
Interesting. Okay, I can never see in these that quickly like who the timing favors so easily. Okay, you're right though. He's decent sized favorite.
Yeah, now I would think Ray's winning this game 60+% of the time now.
Yep, I think that's what the numbers on XG said.
38%. Yeah. Okay.
Ryan has to go for the hit and hope that Ray enters deep. He does not. He hits and continues. Yeah, I think so. What else is there? He's got all 7 of his, or all 14 of his checkers are tied up in 7 points otherwise, so move the only other blot. Pretty sure Ryan has to enter high and make a bid for the 20 point as well. Cleans up the blot. Okay, and this is like a little bit of life for him.
I think Ray should double this.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have a hard time finding this cube. This is a pass already.
You have an easier time now?
No, I'm still looking at it, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Is like Ryan's not about to crack. If he points on the 5 point, it looks pretty good. 5s, I guess.
He had 3 builders to do that. Plus, he had the 2 on the outside. So
those are the real market losers. He's still behind a little structure. I guess Ryan with the dead checkers on the ace. That's a tough one to see. Very positional. 5-2. What's the best this can do? Maybe?
What's he doing? Is he playing it's too good now? It was too good. Okay.
By a hair?
By a hair.
Yeah. I kind of expect that he still thinks Ryan has some life and he has a little work to do, though. Honestly.
He can't think this is not good enough. He must know it's too good at this point. I don't see how Ray could think this is.
3 behind a 5 prime looks like it could be too good now.
Yeah, it is too good now.
Yeah. But he's going to cash it. Okay. And it's only a little bit too good. Hard to win a gammon against that anchor for sure. It's only a small amount. What do we got? Anyone know the origin of the term dilly builder?
Ryan had been playing a great match till that point, but he really took a position that should have been a priming, sort of structurally sound attacking position, and made it a full committed blitz when I don't think he really needed to do that. And then when Ray anchored on the 23, that ultimately the timing turned in his favor.
Yeah.
As we tend to see often in post 5-5 blitz positions, when your opponent anchors up, the turnarounds can be quick, and that's what happened here. And we got to a 5-5 position, even though there wasn't a 5-5 involved.
Yeah, I expect he got confused by all the checkers back. That can be deceptive if you're not used to playing from there, how it changes the game. All right, 4s from each of them. And I can't tell who's winning this. Looks pretty even.
Pretty even to me.
Both have their anchor. Both have the same structure in front. Stripped points. So presumably everyone should play pretty quiet here, which looks like unstacking the 6 to me.
He can play quiet. I think making the 3-point is okay.
Making the 3-point. Okay. Yeah. Actually like how that looks. Now he's got a board advantage.
Not all of Ryan's 3s work for him.
Yeah. 5s is perfect. Just going to run around and with the I don't think it's enough to cube yet with the racing advantage he has, but
no, there's no he's only up 8 pips and Ray's got plenty of contact values. No reason to double here.
Yep. Ray's just going to work on building this board while Ryan tries to bring this
if Ryan
home.
If Ryan clears his midpoint and Ray rolls something that's equal in the pips, Ray would have a take even at that point.
Mm-hmm.
With the race being only 8 pips. So there's, other than like double 6s and double 5s, there's not much in the way of market losers.
I think Ryan's still playing for that. This one,
I would play behind here.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess you kind of like to prime, but I'm inclined to make the board and clear a point like this too. Having the landing spaces for the midpoint makes a lot of sense. I was on the fence. Yeah.
This is okay, yeah.
Presume it's what I find. Yeah, people saying in the chat that Ryan's playing pretty fast. He did pick that play pretty quickly as well. There's definitely something to think about there if you want to.
You definitely slide one of the forward points.
Yeah, I think 10 to 9. I like the looks of this too. Okay, XG wants to break a point behind instead. I'm happy to keep all my structure.
It's all extremely close.
Yeah. 4s must equalize the race, but he can't run with it, so...
No, make the 5-point with one of them.
Yeah.
In case you get a... Don't let him leave a free play shot.
And I guess keeping a 6 outside so you don't have to leave your anchor makes some sense. Okay, Ryan rolls the 20 pips with the 5s and is right back in the driver's seat in this game.
It's 13 pips.
So we'll have a cube some of the time next time. This is not enough. 5 pips is not enough against a 5-point anchor. They should play like a race most of the time.
The contact totally favors Ryan here because Ray's either got to start wasting or play 9 to 1, and then Ryan, he's vulnerable to running off a 6 unfavorably. So I don't think Ryan should double this, but he's clearly winning this game.
Yeah.
Like
4-1.
8 to 3.
I might play 6 to 1.
I would not
try to keep out there. Yeah, your doubles clear better. Yeah.
Point on him cleanly if he goes.
Yep.
Not worry about the ace shot.
That's true as well.
All right.
Ray's got the perfect board. Ryan gets to clear points. And Ray's likely to go with 1 here.
So now we just picked
he doesn't get to.
This should be a double.
It's, what is it, 11 pips now?
No,
yeah, 11's enough.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
This is a double, and I think I'm not sure. There's a tiny...
Well, Raymond's wasting a little more.
It's a big pass from race perspective. There's a little bit of contact value. I'd probably pass this right, but I think it's small. It's
hard to take for the contact value once you've cracked your board.
That's true.
And the 11 seems like enough where in a pure race you drop it to. So, I mean, it could be. If you get a shot, you might still be able to win it with the open 6-point, but It's tough. He's going to
he
snap
takes this
ticket.
quickly. All right.
I think that is kind of the default for people when there's still contact in a holding game. Most people are planning on taking, right? Which is reasonable. Usually that's going to do you well. Here it's a decent sized pass, but it won't always be.
All right, with the Blot on the ace point, he should just go now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I guess if the race is close at all, I would be thinking that.
Ray just can't give up any more race here, so he's just got to go to the 14, I think.
Yeah. But he's going to make this safe-ish play instead. Yeah, there aren't really many numbers that punish going there.
Yeah,
it's hard to
now
see
if
it
you
unless
roll a
you
big
count
number
through
here,
things.
Now if you roll a big
Now
number
it's scary.
here, you don't have the option of getting into a straight race. Now you need to go on less favorable terms.
Yeah, now you can't go, and he's realizing
he's
that
now going now under worse terms than he
Yeah.
would have gone last roll.
Yeah.
All right, but he's going to get the 11 number shot anyway.
Yep, not a lot of gammons here when Ryan's missed either. But some. Probably less than 10%. Yeah, this is just going to take a checker off.
To...
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't
he's
think
going to
about
play
that.
the ace, and then you think about the 4. I think I don't take off here, just because it's too many extra shots next roll. I'm not really worried about losing the race anymore. Even if he rolls double 5s, we'll still be 2 crossovers ahead.
That was a tough one. After he looked at it, I kind of liked his clearing play too. Just for the lack of gammons and everything like that.
Off.
Yeah, well, maybe 2 to ace with it or something, but okay. Evens up on the outside. Yeah, I see. 6 is okay.
There's a few gammons in the picture now.
Yeah. I think he still needed a fan maybe to get there.
So up to 16% gammons, okay.
Okay, that's still something though.
No.
Sounds like just a low roller to
Single
away.
digits now. And that'll do it.
Saves the G, another 2 points for Ryan, so we're at 6 away, 8 away. Okay. All these funky scores that we get in the 11-point match that we don't see in all the 7-pointers. Ryan and I have been talking about that a little bit. About, like, I don't know. A lot of these scores get strange. They're harder to understand exactly what the take points are in gammon values and how to adjust at a 2-point deficit. Here I'm not adjusting much at all, but Ryan has to fear sending a cube and getting recubed a little bit. It's gonna hurt his gammons quite a bit, but not enough to change too much. The scores tend to affect things a lot when you get to like the end of the match.
Yeah, we're not close enough to be meaningfully different than cash on an initial double yet.
Five four is gonna hit an anchor.
Ray should come in on the 20 and split the back 2 and just
Yeah.
force Ryan to roll a joker to win the battle for the 5-point.
Yep. Once your opponent has an anchor, you really like to have an anchor as well.
So your only strategy is to get the racing
Yeah.
lead and keep it, and you need to get an anchor to stay in the game long enough to do that. Nice shot. So he'll make the 20, probably make the 10-point, and then slot the 3. There we
Looks
go.
good. Yeah, keeping those blocking points down in the race. That prevents Ryan from winning with double 5s right now. 5-2. Well, we either have to give something up or it's probably... I would think about running off the anchor there. And he's just going to play 2 down and finds potentially the best play, but that was really close. Now that he still has a better board, a huge racing lead, and Raymond hasn't made
Ray
a
should
point
just-
yet.
Ray just
So there's a
make-
nice
make
opportunity.
the 4-point.
Yep.
Ryan's got a lot of shot leading numbers here.
Yeah, this is the problem with not leaving the anchor. This is not one of them, though. It just plays 2 off the 8. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, this has become an anchor versus anchor game where Ryan's ahead in the race, which means his timing is worse.
This covers the 3, I would have thought. Okay, yeah, just stepping up because the 24 to 23 is not very pleasant. I think that's fine. Let's see, 6-3, so he has an option to think about running again, but it's getting worse now. I think he's got to be more careful at this point. And finds it from the 11. The 11 looks reasonable to me, too. I'm not sure why 8-2,
Come out and
whatever the other
come
thing
out
was.
and make the 3-point. You're not worried about ace 2, ace 4, ace 6. Just make the 3-point now.
This is gonna, yeah, okay, he
I
only
mean,
wants to leave in direct
I don't think
shots.
this is a
Yeah,
big error, but you may not roll a 3 for a couple rolls, and this was
Sure.
the chance to make the 3-point. And I'm not really worried about him rolling 1-2, 1-4, 1-6.
This is just covering from the 8, I'm pretty sure. I guess we could think about saving a 6 here, but Ryan's quickly running out of time. And Raymond's position's looking pretty good. So this is even though Ryan's got the race, he needs some sort of miracle to escape with it. Yep.
Okay.
And they're almost dead even.
Now we
6-3. Go. Yeah, there's no safe play anymore, so I think we gotta, well...
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just too risky.
Yeah, I mean, he's outboarded now, and he gets pointed on for the game quite a bit.
Well, then he's just got... Then I would keep the point 6 away. I'd play 8-2, 6-3 then.
That is hard to find, though. I guess if you're not... So 8-2 is part of it, if you're not leaving the anchor. Yeah, I get stuck on these two when all the plays look bad and you don't want to make any of them. This feels like it's going for the win the most. But when you get away with it, you haven't... I mean... It's not like we're cashing the game after doing this. We still have quite a bit of work to escape from the 20, and then we still have an 11 point to clear. So this feels like it at least works towards clearing points and converting your race. Why do you prefer the 8-2, 6-3, though?
Just because if he hits the 3 shot, he's then got 2 blots in front of my anchor on the 11 point, which increases our return shots.
Yeah. Probably reduces shots as well. And the follow-up's okay for 1 roll. Raymond's about to have to do something with his position too, and something wants to go. So, okay. So maybe just tactically reducing for 1 roll makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why.
And Ryan finds it. Good play.
Yeah, very good job. Spent his time looking at that one.
Go, and...
The 3's going to hit. What is the 5 can come around to reduce shots, or he can work on escaping 20 to 15? I would think just a round.
I think this play's close. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
It's around.
They're
I'm
both
not
big.
sure.
I guess the blot and board
I
too,
didn't have
yeah.
a strong feel for that one. With the blot in the board, it wasn't.
1-6. Okay, I think we got to go for the win, right? Or we just come out?
I come out.
It doesn't even win more. Wow.
No, but the race is even. I mean, you can't. We see this time and time again in backgammon. Even races and racing leads need to be respected. Okay, and
Yeah.
if he hits there, he's going to have a strong position if Ray fans, but that's only 25% of the time. And if Ray hits him back, the game is just going to be over because Ray's going to have a strong cube the following roll.
Yeah, these are good.
Ryan can't play a 1-5 type game because 1-5 games stink to begin with, and there's no timing.
It gets so tricky and tactical towards the end of the game here. The 6 out, I notice, Raymond still has the problem of escaping the checker on the 20. And even when he does that, now we have contact with the checker on the 12. So Ryan's very likely to get a shot out of this next roll.
Well, even if Ray hits him, even if Ryan just comes back on the 20 point, he then has a 20-point game with Ray having a lot of work to do, and he's down single-digit pips, okay? That's a higher percentage outcome than him hitting Ray now and just being taken out of the game on 24 numbers. Okay?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we got with the 3s and the 5s and the 1-2 and the 1-4, even if Ray rolls something like a 1-6, he's still a favorite. So this only works on the fans.
Yeah, we can see that it doesn't build and clean up very well.
If Ray fans here, can Ryan double? I don't know. I'm not sure.
No.
Ray's got good structure and only 1 more blot.
And Ray's going to find a cube. I'm not sure about this.
So this is an easy take. I'm not even sure it's a double.
Yeah. This looks like, I mean, as we discussed, he still has work to do. He's not ahead in the race yet. I'm not sure I see the real threats.
It's an easy take.
If he hits on the bar, I don't know if he's lost his market.
Yeah, if he rolls a number like 6-5 or 6-6 or 3-3, maybe those are market losers. Maybe if he rolls something like 6-3 in Ryan fans. But, those are not that many numbers, and they wouldn't be huge market losers. I mean, basically what this is in most variations is an anchor game with a little... Ryan winds up with a 5-point game with a little bit of residual racing equity.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no rush to double that.
I think it's going to be very difficult for, as we were discussing last roll, for Raymond to deal with both blots on this roll, too. I presume Ryan's just counting the pips to know exactly where he's at. But if he found that 6 out, then he must have a good feel for the race, too. And I expect he knows that this is a take. Maybe he's thinking about whether he needs to adjust at the score, too. Right, well, okay, 6-6. As discussed, market loser. So I guess it makes the deuce. Yeah. Still can't deal with the checker on the 20, though. So a little bit of life. Needed to come in to deal with that, though. 3-2 is just going to get moving from the back, I presume. Oh, neat. You can clean up 12 to 10. What's the good of that? I probably would have found Raymond's play there. Ooh, Ryan forced to leave a shot in the outfield again. Yeah, he gets hit.
Absolutely hit with the 5 here.
Yeah.
If he hits you back, you've got 2 more blots to shoot at.
Yeah. And even though that ace-5 back game isn't very strong.
This is an automatic hit. You don't even mind getting hit back. There's 2 more blots now.
Yeah. It's probably thinking he has the bar point and has that ace point primed anyway, but it's Ryan's closest thing to a lifeline
Just hit him.
to come in on the 24.
What is he waiting on?
He must just not see the value in it with the anchor game and everything. Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing this? Just most gammons here is just to. This makes no sense at all. Most gammons here is just to close out those 2 guys. Yeah, now the position's a little bit cleaned up, and
Yeah.
Ray's still probably going to win this game, but it's not.
Yeah.
He let a lot of gammons slip away there.
Mm-hmm. Hard to think about the gammons against the anchor. I think he's just trying to come home quiet and not overdo it.
Yeah, but remember, one of the fundamental principles of backgammon is when your opponent has multiple blots in his home board, okay, you consider plays that you would not otherwise consider.
Yeah. By the way, Ryan, I think I like his step up there. I think he's not creating additional contact by being on the 24. Really, he's just getting himself gammoned if he gets
Nervous that
attacked.
one day Ray might wake up and hit him on the ace point.
Yeah, that is an interesting consideration. When Raymond's already shown him that he doesn't want to do that, maybe it is better to stay back. But I think he found the bot play for sure.
But
I
think he's worried that Ray would change his mind and do it or be forced to do it.
Yeah.
But
there are numbers that just point naturally now, too.
Ray's just got to know that there are things you do when your opponent's board looks like that that you don't do under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
The play he's looking at is clear. We're not leaving a shot here.
Yep, not the cleanest of numbers he could roll.
Ray has now turned this into, Ryan's got some holding value here.
Yeah, he's got some decent contacts. 5-2, I think.
The ace point.
Yeah, having the 5-point board ready for contact seems nice, even though...
I know it creates a berry checker, but we need our board ready.
Yeah. We really need to make the 5-point as well. 5s is awkward.
Now, Ryan is a huge favorite to get a shot. He may even have a nice play here.
Yeah, does he want to split with the ace as well? I think there's hidden covers that he's going to lose out on, like a 4-2 or a 5-1, where I would expect that we wouldn't want to do this. Double 5s plays nicer probably as well. These are always tricky though. I think we have to. So what does he gain on?
Well, we're definitely
He gains on a. He gains.
We're definitely playing the 1. To me, the question is the 6. Okay, do you want to break the 20 anchor?
Definitely playing the 1. The 6 out. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because
yeah.
The question is, you could bury the 6 and play 9-3. Which generally we don't want to bury another checker here.
Yeah.
But there is value in keeping the 20 point. But the 2019 is automatic.
So okay. So either way, if we look at this though, he's definitely going to gain on 6-2, 6-1, 6-3. 6-4 gains 2, 6-5. Yeah, you can find a lot of numbers. Or 6-4, maybe you can't. Yeah, those are tricky. But I think I might have counted out and assumed there was enough payoff on a roll like this to go for it.
Double shot.
Yeah, but those were very close, I think, too. Yeah, and he hits it anyway. Great.
Ryan hits a shot.
And what are we going to do with the deuce? We could aim. Do we need to close the 5 before we have a recube? At this score, yeah, it's going to be tough to find a recube.
You play this, you don't give another direct shot.
Yeah, okay. Even with the better board and everything.
The idea here is to put the blot on the 10 point because 5-5 for him wins anyway. It's not even close to a redouble. So Ryan should use a 4 or 3 to put the blot on the 10 point.
Still way down in the race. I think this being down in the race here too, I'm actually really tempted to think about slotting the 5 if I get an opportunity. And if I can do that, then I can just cover and have the closeout and have the win.
No, we're already close to a double. I don't think you want to.
We might be too close. He could be right there.
I think I'm playing 20-15 and then 14-12. I don't like this.
I kind of like this. It reduces the exposure. So 5-4 is blocked now, and we get the 2 builders. And he's continuing to think about the cube here, but it's I'm not sure how he would adjust at this score again. Like the recube is scary, but we're in a pretty normal like gammon free position, so He's going to send it already, and we'll see if Raymond knows that he still has a take. But it's way early, yeah.
Not even a double.
Yes, according to the bot. But this one is a tough one to evaluate, and he's going to pass. I'm not too surprised by that.
Well, then Ryan read something in the body language.
Raymond is way ahead in the race there, though, still. I'm not sure if you realize that. When you have an open 5-point in the racing lead, you can just kind of enter and escape and still play from a single checker back like that. But scary position. Scary score for Ryan to send that back at. So avoids being punished for a sizable cube mistake. And gets some value out of it instead. So good find.
All right, so with Ryan 4 away, 8 away, it's perhaps obvious, it bears repeating. Ryan cannot give any early cubes here because if Ray is able to turn around at all, he can whip it back to him on a 4 level, and then it becomes a gammon save type of situation where Ryan gets no value out of gammons, but he loses the match if he himself is gammon. So
sure.
His window for doubling Ray in is just positions where the contact is entirely his favor, or just no contact positions where the racing lead is, in the small pass for money zone.
Yeah, I'm not small pass. I don't know if it's that crazy. I think there's certainly that fear of the recubes, but your gammons do win you the match, which neutralizes the effect of the giant lead a little bit. So you can still send some challenging kind of normalish cubes. What does this do? Can we just make the 5-point? I guess when we're down in the race, we have an anchor of sorts on the 16.
It's not an anchor. I would just play 13-4 here.
Oh, it feels so gross when we're like...
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to get hit here.
And we can have just the best board. Okay. Finds a good play there, too. 2-5. This doesn't really help Raymond escape. Still double coverage in the outfield, so I don't see him running. What can we do?
I don't know. I'm not playing the 2-up.
I can't give up my midpoint. I guess 8-3 looks part of it, and then I really hate the deuce. I don't know what to do.
The double slot is the pure play, but it's just encouraging Ryan to take some chances on the other side.
Yeah, and you don't get to run with numbers that hit in the outfield either. So I think I would find the 6-4 there.
Sure. All right,
this looks like it's just going to make the bar point, and Ryan's got a nice simple game, the kind of thing you're looking for when you're at a score lead like this, reducing gammons as they go. He's under.
I'm playing the 2-up for sure. Then
Interesting.
Then the question: am I going out, which leaves 4s and 7s, and I'm going to lose after those 4s and 7s for the most part, or am I just making the 3-point?
The 2-up for sure. I'm looking at 7-5 as a very strong candidate, but you don't want the aces activated.
This reduces number of pointing numbers from 4 to 3. Yeah, I like that play.
The value of the point that you get pointed on is much higher though too. So
Ryan rolls a joker, and
yep, and now the gammon threat's real. So this is the kind of position that I can imagine a cube happening at.
Yeah, sure.
And
this is a double pass.
Yeah, with the racing lead, better board, all these things. Sure. Decent number of gammons too. Yeah, so it's like a fairly normal money pass. And they find the pass easily at the score too. It's not clear to me that Raymond's adjusting to score play at all either. He might just be kind of playing like money given how he played the last cube that he dropped to get to 4-away, 8-away. Ooh, what do we got going in here? Yeah. All right, 3-way, 8-away is going to be hard to find a cube for sure. Now, even if he gets to a late game race, he'll probably want to be getting close to a pass as well. sometimes these deep anchor games can be the kind of games that you can claim. But they've got to be a lot more resolved in this. He's got to be like fully escaped and just committed. What is this 6 going to do? I guess he could play down and slot the bar. Sure. First one of these that we've seen where that seemed more reasonable. Keep the anchor slotted.
Yeah, well,
Don't get hit too much.
Race take point here, if we get to it, is going to be about 27% at 3 away, 8 away. Assuming that it's not particularly gammonish. Probably this is structure staping out. It's going to be more like.
I think the 5 is just coming out with this.
25%.
For lack of a better 5, we're not hitting on the ace because that checker is primed in exactly where we want it. We'd love to keep the anchor slotted, but the best thing to go in this position is just 21 to 16 and get a checker involved in the fight on the front side. He's going to go for the hit on the ace instead because he likes where the checker is placed. 3-2 is going to enter on the edge, yeah.
Yep.
Escape from the 22. 6-5. It's going to run from the front instead of the back. Okay. Yeah, they're both very close. Kind of like staying for the anchor option. Four three is just going to play clean. Okay. No reason to leave fly shots in the outfield.
I think I would have played 8-5, but I understand.
Yeah.
The back guy's exposed, so he wants to play very clean. Ray with a nice number to make a 5 prime.
Yeah, but he's still not split. That's kind of a problem.
Now Ryan needs to leave another Blot. Oh no, he could play 11-9, 11-5.
Yeah, I think just breaking the 11 is the thing to go here. Yeah. And Raymond, if he has like a small advantage with gammons, he's going to get early cubes. I don't see it here yet. I wonder if he's just seeing how he's played, if he's going to be tempted to turn this into a blitz. No, he stays with the prime. Interesting, and it's the right idea to blitz instead here. Okay.
3, we'll continue to the ace because Ryan's got 2 dummy numbers to make the 3 or the 4 point there.
Yeah, the tempo was very valuable there. I'd have a hard time finding it with a 5 prime too, though. Works out reasonably well. Now he gets the split. But he doesn't like splitting either, so I don't know for sure that he will. It's getting urgent, though, so he's sticking with this hybrid game plan instead. So is he going to split 24 to 23 potentially? No, I think this is not Raymond's style. Raymond sits on the anchor and doesn't get blitzed and gammoned. Let's see. What is this? This is going to be a 5 down, and then which 3? Maybe clean up a blot or go for the distribution. He's got to find something to make this game work, I guess is what he's thinking, but pays off to 6-2 is a lot worse and 3-5. I don't know. I'm probably finding the stiff play here. I'm not sure this helps enough. I think his 2 down makes a lot of sense if like you urgently need to build or cover or something like this, but it gives fly shots. Raymond's going to double this. He's down in the race. Interesting. And it's not too bad either, but it seems like a pretty easy, almost evenish game for Ryan to take. 5-1. What does this do? It can split to the bar, must be your best, but I'm still not sure that's what he likes to do. Maybe now he will, though, now that he realizes that he has to give up the 6 to escape. If he does something like make the 4 point.
The 4 point, I think, is the second best play, but I would come out.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen him split at the absolute last minute, though, so he's not too surprising to see him find that. Ryan wishes he went for a more buildy play. Yeah, to the 6 instead of making the deuce, I presume. I think if he can just get around, he can eventually roll an ace without being hit. That's his best chance at winning, is just racing here. And it still can happen. He's got time for it. Raymond isn't in a great place to blitz. Ooh, okay, this fixes a lot of his problems.
Like that play.
Evens out the race quite a bit, too. There we go. There's that ace that he was waiting for. And, yeah, just 8-3 with it. Ryan's just begging for a 6 to try to escape. And Raymond's going to be forced to attack now. He does have a better board, so it's not too bad. 6-5 doesn't do it. Does it hit on the edge just from the back? 15-4?
15-4 now.
Yeah.
Anything else lets Ryan out into an even race. He's got to hit. mean,
He still feels
he's not gonna
outboarded.
He's not going to play safe by breaking the 8 point and just letting Ryan into an even race, so he's got to hit.
Yeah. When he doesn't get hit on the 21, he's doing great. Okay, great shot from Ryan. Probably slightly in the lead in this game again, so has to hop a 5 prime. 2-6. What is this going to do?
Ryan's got a
Nothing.
lot of
That's a big
chances
whiff.
here.
Yeah,
He
now
can just roll the 6, or if you
Now
roll
Ryan's
two
looking
small
great.
numbers, he could work him over on the deuce point. There's the 6.
6-4. Yeah, not going to think about pointing. We're just coming around to the 11.
He has to leave the 5-4. He could just play safe to the ace, I guess.
Safe to the ace doesn't get home as often either.
I'm
So you-
okay with this.
Yeah, this is instinctual to me. Without counting numbers and such, I go for that. So this, you just don't want to give up the 5-4. That's all you're trying to avoid with it. Yeah, there's nowhere for the Blot to park, but okay. Okay, reduce the shots. They're very close. Yeah, I usually just think about trying getting closer to home.
So now he's going to come out and then play the 3 in.
Yeah, why does he this far down in the race, though? It's a little bit surprising. I guess there's less numbers to be attacked.
I think this
sure.
is his best. No, I don't like this because now you're leaving.
Giving
You
up
should
the
just play
structure that he
9-6
has,
because
sure.
there's shots that Ryan has
Sure.
to leave a race here because some of his aces can't hit because of the board.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Okay.
All right, Ryan gets that Blot home to safety, and now he's cruising home to win here at 3 away, 8 away. Raymond's going to have to be all but dead to pass this cube. I think Ryan's probably thinking about exactly where that is right now. Significantly under 10%.
One away, 8 away is
I always forget. I know it's less than 7.
it's like 94%. So
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ryan's
6.5 or something like this.
Ryan's not there yet. In fact, if Ray leaves the Blot, the 6-1 followed by a hit is 2% just on the next sequence. I think I just play 8-6, 8-4 here. Well, I don't see it, but it's
Yeah, it's tricky. I wasn't really thinking about the contact so much because I'm so used to this game just being over. But his best play is, you can find some wins by staying for contact.
you're getting 2% on the next sequence by staying.
Yeah. When he gives this up, now Ryan's got a real problem to think about with the cube. And this is just, it's so far outside of our racing formulas and everything that it's really tough to
his
figure
take
out.
point was about 6%, and he's got
Yeah, but even if you know exactly what the take point is and the match equity is, which Ryan might, but he might not also. But if he does, how do you estimate exactly what your winning percentage is in this race? Down 21, you know?
I use the Kleinman. I take 4 off of the trailer.
And he's going to send it, and he might get a pass out of this too. But it's actually, I think it's more typical for an opponent inexperienced with match play to take and realize that you can play for the match and that you must have some chances. So, okay, he does pass it, thinks the race is dead enough. Goes to Crawford. And again, Ryan gets away with one a little bit there. But not a big mistake to send the cube there. Yeah. And definitely not a mistake if he gets the pass. So the Kleinman racing formula, does that get you all the way down to like the less than 10%? Good estimates?
Kleinman racing formula is the we take 4 off the leader for the roll, then compare the leader's pip count versus the trailer's pip count. That's a difference. We take the square of that number and then divide that squared number by the total combined pip count. And so that obviously gives you a measure of the lead versus the remaining distance of the race. And if that number is 2.0, we're at 80%. At 3, it becomes 84%. I think in that situation, he was 21. It's up 21 or 22 pips.
He was 21,
They
yeah.
already made the ace point, which makes it worse. The crossovers.
So you could get to like 94% there or figure out in that kind of territory with the Kleinman? Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the formulas I'm using just break down at the take pass borderline, you know?
Now, again, we have to do the eyesight adjustments. And, And Ryan was up in
Finds the
crossover.
hit.
He also had a better structure. Ray had the 2 checkers on the ace point, which, as we know, is really bad for the trailer.
Yeah. All right. So entering with double 4s. Yeah, he's going to make the anchor in the 5 point and find a last 4 to play, which I guess can just be out or to the deuce. Out is a double shot. He's doing decent in the race, so
Probably
again, he's got to preserve a little bit of race, but yeah,
Probably
not too surprising to find this. Feels like the pure play, and it's very close. Ooh, perfect. It hits and covers. Gammons are one way in this Crawford game, too. They do help Raymond. Of course, not valuable at all to Ryan, since he just
Gotta
needs to
come
win
in
the
and hit
game.
him with the 3.
Yep, he's got the better board, 3 back, all these things.
This is a no thinker.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's thinking about hitting the other way. Why would we want to come? Yeah, the distribution's worse. He's going to see
he's
that.
thinking about having the blot further back, which I
Yeah,
understand.
more
But I
contact.
think that's outweighed by the distribution effects.
But when he gets a fan,
He gets a fan. That's going to up his gammons a little bit. All right, cover with the 3 and now out with the 4.
yeah, I think having the checker working for you is important here. All the other 4s aren't productive.
Ryan fans again.
4-3.
Bring that around to the 9 point.
Yeah, we're aimed at the 4 point to build now.
Yeah.
He's not going to play
Yeah.
too crazy for the gammon, but they're worth something.
Well,
So
it's,
going for a closeout is quite nice here for Raymond. 5-3. What is that then? Just 2 down, or we just start to convert the win by running? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if he came out and played 8-5 with the 3, that wouldn't be bad because that could give you another builder. But
Ah, interesting. Yeah. No good aces or 4s along
no,
with
he's
it.
gotta come in on the ace and then look for the 4.
Come in deep and play down to the 9. He's going to bury behind. Okay, okay. Let's reduce his contact. 6-2, so now he's primed,
I think
but
at
he
this
gets
point,
the...
I think at this point, Ryan's just playing to not get gammon here.
Yeah, that could be at the score since there was something.
Because obviously it's
Yeah.
it's a gammon go situation for Ray. So
Not pure gammon go, right?
no,
but,
not pure gammon.
yeah.
Go, but
So what is... This can, yeah, point on ahead and cover. So we can play for some wins here. Oh, you should make the 5 instead. Wow, I was looking at 8-2 for sure. I don't know why I want to leave the blot. He's going to consider it. Needs the long-term structure. But yeah, being back on the 24, it's hard to be blitzed back there, and Ryan was going to just have opportunities to play checkers home safely. But now he's in a position where he can kind of attack and win some games too. Yeah, you can kind of see it visually now that if Raymond just enters with the 5, that
come in.
he's got a lot harder
Play
time winning.
8-5.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Back in the driver's seat. Raymond just needs to find a 6 to escape at some point. The 2 contains nicely now. 13-11.
Yeah.
So when Raymond runs with all of his 6s except for 6-4, he's going to get a double shot instead. So you really like that checker on the 11 against a single back. 5-3 doesn't seem to do much.
Now he's got to come down, and Ryan's got a little chance to make
The
his,
3-6
make his
joker?
bar or 5.
Yep.
Or roll a 3-6 or 3-5, yeah.
Yeah, he is in range when he comes down, so I guess Raymond's thinking about that. But really no play B. I've seen him hit on the ace before in these situations where priming is his better
What's your
game
3
plan.
there? It's no good
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, there isn't one to play with it, so got to try this out.
I mean, you're pressuring Ryan to do something because he does have, now he did something.
Yeah,
He does have 4 builders bearing on the 4 point.
that's an amazing shot. Very close game now.
Ryan played that second one quickly. There was an argument for
For
the
blitzing?
attacking, the attacking strategy, because you deny him a chance to roll a number here where he's got 4 direct numbers bearing on the 4 point.
Interesting. Raymond's going to convert to the
It's not
attack.
a blitzing,
Yeah.
it's a just hitting
Yeah.
for tempo.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the tempo argument, but I mean, you have so much better timing for a priming game and everything like this that even if it makes the 6 prime, you've got
Well, now we make the
pretty
9
nice
really.
game. The 9 to block the 2-6 and help us build on the 3 point. Okay, I'm thinking about stepping up too. I guess we don't want to be attacked there, huh? Yeah, this is the priming move, just to force Raymond to come to us. Sure, okay, this is a little tricky for me though.
Well, if you come up, you activate the guys on the 8 point, so it's 1 more builder. Plus, you don't have your 9 points, so you don't have a residual 5 prime when he rolls the deuce. Those are 2 pretty big things, okay?
Yeah, all the
now-
4s
so
do
now-
play a lot better.
So
Yeah.
now the 4s all play a lot better, and if he makes the 4 point, then he just needs to a deuce to put himself to win, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're much worse in this type of
So
scenario.
there's, yeah, this was like kind of not a lot different when we go this version.
Right now, when Ray rolls a 2, he's almost
He has 6s out as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
See, yeah.
And hits with an ace.
3 and 5 in.
Sure. Yeah. Not really thinking about slotting the 8. Not a point we want to make. Really need to make the 3 point to have a nice prime. So aces step up. I don't think he's going to be too scared to hit loose on the 22 if he gets the opportunity.
So the 6 comes in.
Despite the score and everything.
6 comes in. The question is the 5. Are we leaving 1 5 and 3 5?
Oh,
I guess
why wouldn't... Oh, I see. You could have played down for better distribution somehow? That was the only play that I saw. I wasn't really looking at the midpoint.
No,
there.
I was playing the
Oh,
6.
doesn't realize he's on the bar
6,
point.
I was playing the 6 in 11 5, and then asking about the 5. Do we play 13 8 or 11
Sure,
6?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
2 4?
Now does Ryan go for it? Down with the 4 and hit the 2 and hope that Ray rolls an ace.
Why not? Why?
Oh,
why
we can just make the point.
yeah, why are we not just making the point?
Did Ryan miss that?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's thinking priming or something like that. It could be that he didn't see it because he wasn't thinking about giving up the 7.
Yeah, I didn't see it for a
But
second
maybe,
either.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought he needs Raymond to crack or something like this. And it kind of worked to that game plan. What is this? Of course you're hitting, but what is XG's 6 to 3 play there? Okay. Yeah, and he's behind a 6 prime. That must be it. He must have just thought, like, how do I win this if I make the board point and he fans, you know, and just crash through him. Now he's just reducing gammons, I think, with this play. It's going to be basically impossible to win at this point, though. Yeah, 2 in just to reduce. And just come off it. You gotta... This is interesting. Why wouldn't you just play 17? I don't see... Are there more gammons in it somehow?
Yeah, it's got some awkward numbers like double 4s. Look, if he comes around, you know, Raid's biggest number next time is double 3s, which he could play, so you're not too...
That's fair.
Double
yeah.
2s will be 10 to 2 hitting.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the flexibility in that we don't want to risk cracking somehow.
Yeah, but we're not risking
Yeah.
it now, and the swing on a double 3s or double 4s type number is huge.
Sure, sure.
He becomes more likely to leave a blot generally after we leave with 1 checker if he has to play awkwardly now.
Yeah. Good find by Raymond there. Keeps the pressure on Ryan. 5-4 is safe enough. 4-1, is it still making him awkward to play 10 to 5? Sure. Getting a lot closer now, though.
Oh, what he got? He's rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting a shot either way. He's going to get possibly a nicer one now. Don't we just play from the rear? Yeah. He just wants to look at the 3, wants to play first, and then decide about the 2. And he has missed.
We're not hitting 8 to 2. It's too big.
Yeah, maybe at a more... No, probably not at a more gammon score either. Can't give up the 6 prime. You got to win this first, and Ryan still has a 4-point board, so he can win if things go wrong. Can't win as long as you have that 6 prime in front there. 6-2 is just coming around. The 8. And preparing to hit on the edge of the prime, hoping that he gets a shot from Ryan when that happens. Ryan hasn't left a new blot yet. So I think I would hit from... You could leave it there and just hope to be recirculated, but making the points got merit, of course, as well. Yeah, it doesn't work when you use the checker, Raymond, with this one. Got to be your finger. Okay, finds one of his entering shot levers. Springs a checker anyway. 4-1. I'm just
Play 8,
break
7,
the
8,
8.
4.
Yeah. 2 builders for the ace. Hoping Ryan needs to leave a shot again still. Yeah, you prefer not the 4 to 3 just for distribution later. That's kind of somewhat permanent.
I don't know why you would keep the 7 instead of the 6.
Yeah. Feels weird to stack it on the outside, I guess. Okay, gets the second blot.
Now bring the 4 in.
And look at that. Worked out for better distribution. It's like, oh no, it transposes is what it does, unless he was going to come from the outside. 4s could... We just do the 6 prime. I'm thinking about switching just to keep him from making the ace point, but I guess there's not a lot of value there. We want to close him out more. 4-1 must hit loose. And not so bad. Raymond would love to fix his distribution by entering and hitting with the deuce, or 3 is fine too. I would enter the 6. Oh, what is... Yeah, what is this other play? Why would we ever enter with the 22 and play 7 to 1? That's a strange one. Achieves the closeout. And distribution's a little weak, but there's a good chunk of gammons in this position now. And that'll save Raymond a whole game in the post-Crawford scenario.
Raymond comes to some close decisions about whether to leave a shot to play big and the bear off. It will probably be right to play big.
Yeah. 10 to 5, 7 to 4. So he's already thinking about it here, I think trying to find a play that doesn't leave a double sixes, double fives shot, but it's totally okay here.
He should be thinking about that. He should be thinking about distribution to keep his board as low as possible. So now he rolls a nice number.
Yep, and I think that's the right way to play it too. We take that off and even off on the outside. Takes the checker off and stays even on the outside. Still looking pretty good for a gammon. 6-2, evener. Very safe, but not increasing his gammons too much yet. And with a fan by Ryan, there's going to be a lot of gammons now. Do we take 2 off here?
Yeah, I would. I absolutely would take 2 off here. This can easily save a roll.
He goes for the safe version instead. Okay, understandable. He's trying to stay even on the outside. But that's the 3 on the 5 or 3 on the 4 even on the outside. Looks so like the 5s, for example, are going to play safe last time, even after he took the 2 off roll. Okay, and I think still a favorite to win a gammon, though.
Yeah, very sizable favorite.
That doesn't help. Double 4s, and that'll do it. Yeah. All right, 6 away. That's 3 games that Raymond's going to need to win, or he's going to need to win a gammon somewhere along the way. It's a free drop score. So if he starts with any advantage, he can cash, and Ryan can let 1 point go and just play from 5 away, where Raymond will still need 3 games to win.
Yeah, so Ryan has what's known as the free drop here when you are 1 away and your opponent is even away post-Crawford if you get off to the bad start.
Which means you don't slot this, yeah. Oh, he knows that. Interesting. Or maybe he just likes splitting. But there's only downside because of that free drop where, yeah, so now he gets to send
that's
it.
why he splits in the back. Instead
Wait, he doesn't cube. Interesting.
That was a mistake because Ryan will use his free drop now. He probably was a drop before, but Ray definitely needs to double this.
Missed it by a roll.
This is still a drop, I think.
Did he... Oh, he's waiting for the transcription to catch up. That's why the clock got paused.
And the question is whether Ryan uses his free drop here, and the answer is I would say definitely yes.
Yeah, I cannot tell who's winning this game.
In the end. Oh, Ray's clearly winning this game well over half the time.
Clearly, with 3 checkers back to 1.5. Okay. Okay. I believe you. I don't know how to...
Having made the 5 point there is a massive deal.
Yeah. Fair enough. You don't have to think about that too often, because usually they just send the first roll. 3-1, okay. So we'll see how he chooses to play the cube here too. Of course, he can optionally send the double whenever you like immediately. Some players choose to wait to see if they can get to a position where it's confusing whether it's a take or a pass. But Raymond has to get very far into this game for Ryan to be able to pass it. Since it's effectively giving up one of those 3 games. So all he saves is the free drop by passing, which is worth like a couple percent. So your take point is all the way down to almost nothing. Yeah. We'll see how Ryan deals with that if he gets in any tricky positions too.
Do you run here or do you bring Sue down? I don't know.
I don't... Okay. Running I guess it is the 22-point anchor. Felt a little premature to me to leave it though. So I kind of like his play.
Yeah, Ryan's going to err on the side of keeping the anchor just because he wants to minimize volatility here, especially with someone he probably plays a little bit better than.
4, so make the 9 and 8 to 6 for distribution, sure.
Yeah. Game's
shaping up okay. Double 5s. This doesn't do a lot. Does it make the... Sure, I guess it can make the ace. And we'll keep the 10 point instead of bring that in for builders. Those checkers are too inactive with the
It's gotta come
22 point
down.
anchor.
It's the only
Anyway,
play. There's no other play here.
3-2. Yeah, I don't really see another option either.
The only other play would be like 9-4, but that's not.
And now he's going to double, fearing hitting an outfield shot, but I think that probably still wouldn't even be a pass, but fine. Okay. 4-5 hits it. So yeah, that's the funny thing about these scores. I think if Ryan fans here, it's not clear to me that he has a pass right here. Even post Coffered, but it's getting close. 3-2. Yeah, why leave the shot from the bar and then come in for distribution? Maybe I play 8-6 though and come to the 12.
15, 12, 8,
Yeah.
6 is a lot more flexible and gives you some
Yeah.
extra numbers to make the bar.
Yep.
There's no point stacking him up on the 13 here when there's no direct contact.
Looking like a solid game for Raymond though.
What's he doing?
Just more transcription pauses. 5-2 looks like, yeah, just 13-6 trying to clear. Ryan needs to make his board quickly and prepare for awkward numbers later. 5-2 doesn't help with that very much. But sure, slots another point. What else we can do? Oh, we could just make the 3. All right, just in case we get a shot right away. Oh, what is this to do? We'd love to fill in the 4,
We
but
do not
it's
wanna-
tough to use 3 of your
No,
4s to do that.
You don't want to make the 9 point because then you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
Yeah, that's fair. We want to clear points and play the race. We don't want to make blocking points. When
I
the
would
race
just
is
make
far
I would
ahead.
just make the 4 point strong and play 10-6 because you're not really too concerned about the 7 with Ryan's board.
Yeah, we can afford to give up fly shots this
not,
roll. Okay. That looks quite reasonable to
This
me,
is
yeah.
not- this is not good.
Look at this. XG
you're
says as long as you make the 4 with it, you're doing okay. But yeah, this is going to be, could be difficult to clear, is the issue that he's going to have now.
Yeah, and if he leaves a shot later, Ryan will be ready.
Yeah. And Ryan is very ready with the 4-point board now.
It's just a really bad play.
4-1, okay. But he gets
this
okay.
bails him out to a certain extent because now he's got the 4 point.
Yeah, still awkward 6s next roll for sure. Ryan's board gets better. Would really like a 4 to get a checker moving. 3-2 is going to clear the 8 first.
Clear the 8.
And he's going to have a lot of trouble clearing that 9 that's 6 pips away from the anchor.
It's only 6-1 and 6-2, and if you don't clear, you just bury a guy in the ace point. 6-2 leaves a shot anyway, or 6-1 leaves a shot anyway. So
Yeah.
I'd rather. He's got 4 spares there, so he's got a lot of time.
Yeah.
He's got 11
Oh.
numbers to clear the 9 point.
Interesting. Why doesn't he come off the anchor there? I probably would have thought about... I guess you're going to make one of those numbers a little better potentially, but...
That's 3-2.
Ryan just played a 4... Oh, yeah. You're correct.
No.
He's played
Ray
a-
started to play
Yeah, yeah.
double 3s, and I'm sure Ryan told him he would not allow him to do that.
Or 4-3 maybe. I don't know. Yeah. 3-1. He's not solo on
Oh,
clock.
and now he gets the shot. That's it.
Yep. That's going to be forced. Finds it.
Ryan can hit this. The match should be his.
And he misses.
He misses.
Maybe if he had been parked on the bar point, though. That was an option of a play previously.
This
This
bad
is
number.
awkward.
Doesn't leave a shot.
4 to ace, and then do we clear the
We
5 or
clear
the
the 5,
4?
we clear
The
the
5 must be,
clear the
yeah, from the
highest
rear,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now he has no 3s left. His next roll is a 3, and it's going to leave a shot or clear the 4 point at best.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan would have liked to have rolled a little bit smaller.
He could have saved his 6 there, too. Is that really best? Why not 5 to ace?
Probably I would have saved the 6, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't see a better distribution play. Might as well take a checker off. 4-4.
Leave it out and play 5 to 1. You're not getting gammon. Save the
Yeah.
6.
He's really worried about getting gammon. You can even make the ace point. But that's risking some gammons now, so I think this is a fine play to find as well. You don't really
All right.
need to make
This
the ace point to win this game.
This is very good for Ryan because now
Get a shot.
now Ray's got a variety of Blot leaving numbers next roll, and
Yeah, that was a pretty
even
awkward
if he
one.
rolls a 1 or a 2, he's in jeopardy on the following roll. And there we go.
All right. One more chance at a 3 for the win. Otherwise, looks like we're going to go on to another post-Crawford game. And he hits it. The 2 must keep going.
Yep.
And an ace is a good start for Raymond, but doesn't save the game entirely. What does Ryan roll? He closes, okay. He can bear off aggressively if he needs to, but I don't think he really needs to. I think there's only 3 checkers off. So safety is enough to win this game for the most part. Against the 2-point board, he might take some liberties. Here, maybe I take 2 checkers off, I guess.
Now he's playing 6-2, 5-1, and then thinking about the last 2.
Yeah, I think
I'm taking him off.
I think, yeah, the easiest way to lose the game is to clear the 6 and have our opponent roll double 6s or something like that, or a very nice 6. 4-1's a little more okay. A little bit of life for Raymond in here, but going to be tough still.
Oh, what a joker.
Switch.
Switch and then take the guy off the deuce point. Yep.
Oh, just one off the deuce. Okay. Yeah. And enters with the 5. Okay, so he still stole 4 pips from him. And Raymond's going to need some sets.
It's still a nice sequence for Ryan, even though Ray enters, because he moved the gap from the 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Reduce the contact.
5
Yeah.
to 4 point.
Just now?
And he's going to resign the match here?
No,
transcription. Okay.
He enters for swing roll. Go ahead.
Yeah, people are asking who's in the other semifinals. Because the bracket was asymmetric, the other semifinals are going to be tomorrow, I do believe. I think, I don't know who's in contention to get that either. But there's been links posted to the Drawbras brackets, so I think you can go look it up online and see where everyone is at least and get an idea who might be in it. Might be being decided now, or maybe it has been decided tonight already. 5-3. I think we can avoid the gap on the 3. Either's fine, though. Yeah. Look at this. There's a little bit of life left in this, isn't there?
There is, yep. the 3-2 and the 3-1 did it for Ray.
Oh, he missed again. Holy shit.
Oh, he's still in the game.
I didn't realize 25%. All right. Set to win. Set to survive. Oh, our transcriber got something wrong. Because he thinks that Ryan won the match here. Okay.
There we go. Now
Stays in the show.
and that is it.
All right.
Nick,
So
thank you for
Ryan's...
having me.
Yeah, Ryan advances to the finals now. This is a semi. Wow.
That was a semi. Ryan's in the finals against Ian Anderson, I think. Did they just say Ian Anderson?
Oh, did that get announced in here? I didn't know that.
Or was that the intermediate?
I have no idea. I wasn't
All right,
listening.
we're not sure who Ryan.
I thought they weren't playing till tomorrow. I could be wrong. But there Ryan goes somewhere. I'm not sure what he's doing. That's right. I think the transcriber is listening to us. So we have an opportunity to have players come over and talk after the match about key plays. If we can figure out how to tell them which play we want to see, we can see it that way. But it's going to be a little tricky to coordinate. I'm not sure how to tell them what we want to look at. But either way, we can talk to the players.
If you remember any specific things.
I do not. Nice game, Raymond. Oh, he's trying to fix up the end of it there. You want to come talk to the folks? Mr. Ryan? You're down here. You can come sit on this one. But we can watch what the transcriber is bringing up here if you want to see. I am struggling to remember which ones were it, though. That was close enough.
It's overall match. The one game where you had the
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
the one game where you had the 6 and 5 and 4 point, and then you broke your 8 point to make the 4, and then hit him inside.
Talk on the mics, guys.
You had a strong two-way priming, attacking forward structure.
Actually, you know what I'll do?
And that was a mistake. And then when you switch it to double 3,
Talk on the mics. Talk on the mics.
It basically made it into like a. It converted it to a blitz strategy, and then when he anchored up with the deuces, you kind of had a typical post blitz.
I'm going to go help the transcriber show you guys some positions. How about that?
He can hear you.
Yeah, I know.
What were also my mistakes there?
That one game, there were a lot of mistakes, and other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
You remember which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell he's doing there.
Who's running the computer?
Okay. Is that me? No, that's him. He wasn't very good to be fair.
Count of these exactly what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you tell him, he'll move to it.
This game is fine.
Nick's probably scrolling through position. We all might comment.
Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to lift there. Huh? Yeah.
They can hear you. You're still on.
Control it from right here.
No, it's okay. Just keep scrolling through the mistakes. It's okay. Where'd you go? Right up.
Y'all's talking, and all Nick can hear you. He has earphones on.
Our first semifinal and will be ready to completed. Semifinalists very light one for us. And our first finalist is Ryan Rebello from Canada. The other semifinal will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. between Sean Williams of UK facing Laura Abel. I would like to remind you for this next round of consultation will be again at 1 p.m. tomorrow. If you have
Hey guys, Bill Riles here. I just wanted to
Yeah, and
up to date a couple of people. We're showing a stream again. Hopefully tomorrow at 1 p.m. will be the second
down 30 pick. That's funny.
With the previous.
Monte Carlo Open Division semifinal. And in our future streams, we hope to polish our procedure a little bit and maybe get where we can send the match file directly to Nick's laptop here so that
We can start.
upon a win, the player can come out here, like talk to Nick. Nick can scroll through the file himself, and they can select plays and positions they want to discuss or look at for whatever reason. And actually, Nick would be typically in doing that, he'd also be able to see the chat line. So if certain viewers maybe had a question about a particular play or this, that, and the other, we will be able to respond to that. So we're just polishing this kind of new practice, new procedure within our system. And tonight was their first match, and
Yeah, he said it.
I think it went very well. Nick and Chris did a great job of commentary. A good match, good play by Ryan, certainly. Into the final tomorrow. And so again, we'll resume at 1 p.m. Monte Carlo time tomorrow with the second semifinal of the Monte Carlo Open. The final will be at 3:30 Monte Carlo time tomorrow. So we thank y'all for watching. Nick's going to be streaming through a few positions here for a while, so you might continue to watch. Here he comes back out here. He might have a comment or two to say. But again, we'll polish this match review procedure with our next matches.
Yeah. Well, I might have been.
So, Nick, you got anything further to add, or?
No.
Okay, so 1 p.m. tomorrow. We'll see y'all again. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Yeah, I could tell Ryan was a ton quieter, too, being just that.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Keep him ready, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Brian.
Being shut down. Sweet. Yeah, the 4-2 is, I wasn't sure. I figured you didn't see it.
I didn't see
But
it.
then, like, as I started to reason through it, I was just like, oh yeah, he's behind a 6 prime. Doesn't even, like, help me. I guess if he enters, yeah.
The Backgammon Galaxy mobile app. Star membership, high analysis, Blunder database, private games, coin games, rating games, and much, much more. Improve your backgammon skills by reading the best books on the market. Available on Amazon. Links in the description below.
Sugar sweet, you got what